Flames general manager says the trade market is tentative. There is a cautiousness to what's going on in the NHL trade market. Eric, what is the biggest pressing need for Brad Treliving as he tries to bolster his roster?
Well, he said, what I thought we were all going to hear today, which is defense and goaltending. They need a goaltender to ride shotgun with David Riddick, and that could be Cam Talbot. He left that door open as a very real possibility. And then on defense, they've got 5 unrestricted free agents, and he said he's spoken to all of them. He has not closed the door on any of them at this point in time. But at some point in time, he's going to have to make a decision on who's going to fill that number 2 spot, on that second line on the right-hand side, alongside Noah Hannafin. It's a very, very glaring hole right now, the biggest one they need to fill in the offseason.
You mentioned goaltending just a moment ago. The fact is that I don't know as though we've seen so much depth in terms of how many free agent goaltenders with big names there are, and some via the trade route that could potentially be available as well. But also, if you are going to try and get a big-name goalie, Treliving has some time to do it.
You got lots of time. If you don't get Cam Talbot, by my count, there are a dozen players that are unrestricted free agents right now in the goaltending market around the league. So if you don't get who you want, you can just go to plan B, C, D, or E. Now, there are 9 or 10 teams looking for a goalie, so it is going to be interesting to see how everything shuffles out. But at the end of the day, all these general managers, as Brad Treliving alluded to, have so much more time than just this week. It's not just the draft. It's not just free agency. After that, there's going to be a settling out process where you start to look and see, okay, how can I still improve my team, and how can I best go about that?
When you and I last met, we talked about the future of Johnny Gaudreau as a Calgary Flame. You were adamant that something needed to be done. Have you softened your stance on that?
No, not at all. I still think he was a passenger in the playoffs, has been for the last 3 playoffs. The problem is, of course, his value. And I think around the league, everyone's seen that his value has plummeted because he can't play playoff hockey with the Calgary Flames. And I don't know, with all this uncertainty and a flat cap and so many balls in the air for all these GMs to navigate, I just don't know if you're going to get anywhere near the value that you're hoping for a player who once finished 6th in National Hockey League scoring. I just don't see it. So this may not be the year you're able to pull something like that off.
Still lots of questions, still lots of time as we get set for free agency on Friday. And, of course, the NHL entry draft begins on Tuesday when the Flames have 6, possibly 7 selections beginning at number 19.